It was Labor Day weekend, about 5 years ago. And my family and I went out to spend the time with my mom and dad at their house. And I was getting my master's degree in education, and so I took all my homework out there to work on it. While we were there, my husband James and Caitlin and Colton decided they would go on a four-wheeler ride. And I didn't get to go because I had the homework to do. Caitlin was in 4th grade, and Colton was in 2nd grade. And my husband doesn't have time off very much because he works a lot of the time, and I was kind of upset I didn't get to go, but I had to get my own classwork done. And so I was in there working, and they'd been gone for maybe 20, 30 minutes on the four-wheeler, and I see James come flying up the driveway on his four-wheeler, and Caitlin was right behind him, and I was going, what's going on? It was really odd for those two to come flying up the driveway like that, and I went out there and I said, where's Colton? And Caitlin said, he had a wreck. Dad's sitting with a stranger. And I was like, okay, seriously, where's Colton? And James comes and he goes, Colton flipped his four-wheeler and it landed on him. He's got a broke leg. And I said, so where is he? And he said, I stopped the lady and she took him to the hospital. And I was like, seriously? You sent my kid, my 8-year-old kid, to the hospital with a stranger? And my daughter Caitlin goes, yes, and she was in a bikini that looked like a flag. I was like, what? Did you know her? No, I don't know her. I said, what's her? I don't know. I said, why did you do that, James? And he said, what was I going to do with the four-wheeler? And I said, seriously? You brought the four-wheeler back and you sent my child to the hospital with a stranger? And I said, are you crazy? And I was like really, really, really mad. And since my mom and dad live out in the country, it was going to take us like 30 minutes to get to the hospital. So I called my grandma who lives in town, my, at that time, 86-year-old grandma. And I said, Grandma, please go to the hospital. James has sent Colton with a stranger in a bikini to the hospital. They think his leg's broke. And so she said, okay, I'll get down there. So James and I get in the car, and he drives like a lunatic the whole entire way to the hospital, with me griping because he sent my baby to the hospital with a stranger. We get there, and thank the good Lord, the lady had actually took him to the hospital. She wasn't some psycho that wanted to steal the kid. And my grandma was there waiting with Colton. To this day, I don't know the lady's name. Don't know where she came from. And my husband sees absolutely nothing wrong with what he did. He doesn't know or understand why bringing the four-wheeler was so bad. That it was okay to send Colton to the hospital with a stranger that we have no clue is. That was one horrible day.